AI and ML without data science, or we can see at the core of each and every emerging and contemporary technologies, data science is the backbone. Why we should go for data science, or what kind of jobs are available in data science? This is the generally questions of the budding engineers. And there is a confusion also. Some people say, okay, just learn few things like Python and SQL or JS and Spark, so you become data scientist. So there are some confusion and myths about the various, data science related jobs in the corporate. So you can see on the screen, data scientist, that is, topmost personality or the designation in the space of data science. He is available, he is, responsible for deploying various tools, techniques, methodologies, and algorithms for quick and optimum best decisions in the corporate. For that, skills required, you can see Python, Hive, Pig, Apache, Spark, MATLAB, along with a sound understanding of statistics, mathematics, visualization, and communication skills. So data science is not cup of everybody's, because mathematics, those who are afraid of mathematics and statistics, so they cannot become a very good data scientist, right? There are different positions for them also, but we are talking about core data science jobs. They are associated jobs also, but we are talking about core data science jobs. So data analyst, MATLAB, Python, SQL, Hive, Pig, Excel, SAS, R, GS, Spark. So it is also important to know here, all the students, participants, that, even if you are, excel in a few tools, even then you can start your career. It is not so you should be a master of all these things which is written on this slide, but gradually you will learn all these things to get a position of senior data scientist in the company. You can start your career with Java, Script, Spark, SAS, or Excel also. Python is, of course, for building, good applications. You need to do Python also. So machine learning expert, data engineers, architect, administrator, and business intelligence manager. So for all these things, as I was going through an article of NASSCOM, 30 million jobs worldwide in next 2 years. 2 years is not a big time, but 30 million is a big number. So looking at the requirement of the industry, so it is just, you can say, those who are interested in this space of data science, they should start immediately to learn all these things. Hardly matters it is in the curriculum of your syllabus or not, program or not, but still, because jobs are in this field, so you can make a big difference even at the starting of your career. You can see mathematics, statistics, domain, business knowledge, computer science, IT. So out of these three, what three outcome are coming? Machine learning, software development, and traditional research. If we squeeze all these things, or we can say heart of all these three circles or modules is data science. If data science is not implemented properly, then business knowledge is of no use. Then mathematics and stat knowledge is of no use. Then computer science, IT background or framework or support is also of no use. Or we can say, with the help of all these three, a good data science application or technology can be built up and can be useful for all the organizations. A small view of mine about business intelligence. The business intelligence was one tool which started by IBM long back in 2006. So, but now there are a lot of advanced tools like RapidMiner and all that I will share with you. So, but what is the concept of business intelligence and data science? So first is data source. Business intelligence deals with structured data, which is nowadays not of that much, utility for making effective decisions, because all the applications are generating, all the online applications are generating unstructured data. You can see on all your, e-commerce website, banking, all that stuff. So web blocks are there, feedbacks is there, all the data is unstructured. So that's why business intelligence tools are not of that much good for taking decisions, but as compared to data science tools. So method of business intelligence is analytical, historical data, but this data science goes deeper as a scientific process to know the reason for data report. It is more for identifying the reason for what is happening in terms of data, and that business intelligence was more focused on analytical or historical data. Skill set required: statistics and visualizations are the two skills required for business intelligence. But now in data science, statistics, visualization, machine learning are required skill sets for data science domain. So it needs lot of deeper interest and penetration for getting good results. Focus of business intelligence was past and present data hardly matters, but important is futuristic predictions. All the predictions in last 2 years we have seen every day, either sometime IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Bombay, CSIR, ICMAR, all these are doing lot of predictions on the COVID. Okay, right now also in India, what is the prediction of COVID? So all these, IIT Kanpur, I was studying a report, released a report that in June, second week, COVID will be spreading like anything in India also. And you can say in numbers, and their prediction is not bad. Prediction is not, vague. Their prediction is quite accurate. You have seen in the past also, because that is based on, all the advanced machine learning algorithms. Of course, data, quality of data is important for those predictions, but still they are very accurate, and accuracy level is above 75% most of the algorithms. For a layman, these are the components of data science, from domain expertise to statistics to visualization to data engineering and finally to advanced computing. So without any one component, we cannot think of data science approaches. Now, what are important tools? I still remember in 2004, ETL came into picture. ETL by Oracle and other companies. Then came SQL, then Hadoop, then information latent. Now AWS Redshift, now Tableau and Cognos, Jupyter of course, and machine learning tools like Azure Machine Learning Studio. So this is the transition from past 10 years. Initially Excel, you can see data analysis tools were R, Python, SAS, but now MATLAB, of course RapidMiner is there. So shift is from data analysis to warehousing to visualization to finally machine learning tools. So this is the power of this. Even if a student or a researcher does some time and money investment on learning any of these things, so it will make his or her career very exponentially advanced, and he will excel in no time. Now we see what are the various important applications of data. Unless and until we know where we can apply all these things or what is the outcome of learning all these things, so we do not generally take much interest as a student or as a beginner researcher. So these are the few important areas in which data science is doing tremendous results, and it has changed the whole concept of data science from data this from old database management system to data science approach. As I shared with you in earlier slides, that business intelligence is no more required. Now required is data science. So in every sphere in our daily life, whether we are using different apps, whether we are using different websites, and we are doing so many work using those websites. So most of the web applications are managed and giving good results to the implementation of data science. So these are important applications, as you can see also, image recognition and speech recognition. All these applications have, changed our life, our daily life also. As you can see, we are using Google, Siri, Cortana, Alexa. So how these, apps are working, Facebook especially, right? So image recognition and speech recognition. This is the present as well as the future of, the whole world, image recognition. Then comes gaming world. Gaming world is a, metaverse is a buzzword nowadays. So metaverse means using that metaverse environment, so we can enter in virtually into that environment, but that virtual entry will also give us feel that actually we are into that space. Also gaming world, so all the big gaming apps, for better user experience, they are using all data science techniques and tools. Excellent search on internet, that is the outcome of, data science technology only. You can talk about any good engine, that is of Google, Yahoo, Bing, Ask. So all these are using data science. I am sharing you, these are just not applications, but these are the still very, very promising research areas for the scholars. So all these points. But what is the fun of, what is the use of research until unless it is, showing a good impact in society? That's why I have mentioned here, these are the, life changing applications of data science. That's why people are nowadays more and more interested to work, to learn, as well as to research on these areas of data science applications. Transport technologies, then healthcare. Most of the data science focus is nowadays prediction and detection of diseases. And data science does not work alone, as I showed you in previous slides. With the help of machine learning, statistics, mathematics, modeling, right? Data science becomes a complete bundle. Then comes recommendation system, very important. Most of the companies such as Amazon, Netflix, Google Play are using data science technologies for making a better user experience with personalized recommendations. So they are so smart. Whenever we, log in, so whatever are your previous, selections or preferences, so all these websites like Amazon, Google Play and all, so they will be recommending us, okay, this last time you purchased this thing based on your income, based on your interest, based on your priorities, based on your choices. So they will recommend you lot many things, starting from policies of, financial institutions or insurance companies to small products of your homes. So everything is recommended by, by the systems which are called recommendation systems, which is the outcome of data science applications. And last but not the least in the list is risk detection. So this has been always a challenge for, all the fintech companies. So how to avoid or, mitigate the risk of, frauds, or even if it is there, how to detect. So with the help of data science, this risk and losses are reduced to a larger extent. Now, what is the exactly process of data science? So it starts from obtaining the relevant quality data from relevant sources, then clean the data so that machine can understand, and then find the significant pattern and trend using the statistical tools. That's why, flair of or a bit understanding of statistics and mathematics is also required for implementing data science applications. Constructing models to predict and forecast. And data science is, applications, forecasting is very popular and very useful, whether it is of air pollution or it is for disease detection or it is for fraud detection. Prediction and forecasting is really a challenge always for the science in the last maybe for the last 500 years. Prediction is very poor. But nowadays, we can see in last 5-6 years, prediction is becoming more and more accurate. And finally, interpret, put the results into the good use. So this is the overall process of data science. And now I will touch upon a little about data science life cycle. Life cycle means it is a never-ending process. As you can see on the right side, business understanding. Data is collected, data is prepared, cleaned, and modeled, and then evaluated, and model is finally deployed. But this is not one-time deployment. It is life cycle. It is one cycle is complete. Next time also we need to keep update about the models, about the technologies, about the processes. So this life cycle understanding is very important from the corporate viewpoint. How to learn? From fundamental to statistics to programming to machine learning. If we skip any one thing, so we cannot become a good data scientist. We cannot say I am data scientist. Although journey seems to be a longer one, but it is very rewarding and it is not time consuming also. Generally it takes 1 to 2 years to become a good data scientist. So 2 years is not a very big time for students especially. So we should focus on how we can learn the data science online or offline. But these are the important parameters. We should not miss any of them. Data science is heart of today's technologies of machine learning, software development, and research. That's why this diagram is repeated here in this slide also. Now, what is the framework? Framework is technical word here for engineers or students of computer science and engineering, but it will give a fair idea how the things are put together, starting from model evaluation, interactive visualization, business applications, and decision making. So this is the application stack. This is the final outcome. And the bottom of this, you can see fundamental. Below technical skills, there is a fundamental knowledge about probability modeling, quantitative analysis, and data handling. Then that will be useful for writing our code, data wrangling, then map reduce, script language, data processing tools. With the help of these technical skills, we can develop some finally good applications. Of course, data strategic technologies. Data means at the core of data science applications, of course, is data, and data can be of any format, any RDBMS, or it can be MongoDB or NoSQL, or we are extracting data from ETL tools from a big data warehouse. So there are data strategic technologies as per the requirement of the applications. A data scientist developer can use any of these. And analytical techniques on the top of this stack is analytical techniques. So natural language processing, text analysis, analytics, regressions, correlations, unstructured data processing. So now you can see there are 5 layers from fundamental to technical to data strategic technologies to analytical techniques, and finally building smart, effective business applications. So this is the data science framework. We should understand how and where to start from the beginning. It is almost the same thing, data science architecture, right? And yes, mathematics, statistics, hacker mindset, domain expertise. So data science expert is not a simple, coder. He has to be, mathematics savvy also. He has to be adaptive in for the advanced computing techniques also. Because when the technology is changing, when the demands are changing, he will have to update and adapt with the new systems. So one thing is also mentioned here at point number 7, hacker mindset, because hacking mindset give better result always. And thank you so much for giving your valuable time to listen to my views. And this was from my side. Thank you so much, audience. Thank you, organizers. This was a really wonderful experience, and house is open for a few minutes discussion. If any student has to say something or some experience, you can unmute. In nutshell, I would like to say, yes, data science for researchers, of course, it is the best option. At the same time, for the students who want to make career in data science, this is the right time. Once you waste, or once I should say rather not waste, if you miss to learn all these technologies in next 1 or 2 years, you will be too late. So this is the best time to start with this learning of data science. So once again, I would like to express my gratitude for the for inviting me here and listening to the other speakers also. And I will also like to share few. I would like to also join few sessions of your paper presentations, because lot of good research is happening nowadays in India and across 21 states. The authors have joined today and tomorrow. So it's my privilege. Thank you so much, GIT management team. Thank you so much, Professor IC Sharma. Thank you so much, Dr. Pradeep Jha, and all the representative from the management and all the students organizers. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your knowledge session. I hope you all the participants have learned about the data science and machine learning and deep learning. Your vast knowledge have helped us to gain new insight regarding data science. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your knowledge. And my over to Jadakhar sir. Please. Give you some feedback for the sir, and then after just welcome to the new keynote speaker. Once again, sir, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
I'm very sorry, Dr. Pradeep Jha. I took a little more time than allotted to me.
No, sir. Your knowledge is very helpful, sir. And all the participate, you just learn for your knowledge, sir. And I am also learn for the something your PPT. And thank you, sir, for your giving such a nice, sir. Okay, and Zakir sir, please welcome the next keynote speaker, sir. Zakir sir, my mic is over to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Zakir sir, no, I am not audible. Please.
So am I audible? Thank you so much, sir, Professor Deepak Demla, sir, for this great session on machine learning and deep learning and data science. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. And now I request our second keynote speaker of the day, Dr. Dinesh Yadav from Manipal University, Jaipur. So I hope all the participants will learn a new lot things regarding wireless sensor networks. And the area of expertise of Dinesh sir is also wireless sensor networks, MV wave antennas, antenna for 5G system, and reconfigurable antennas for biomedical applications, etc. So I request Dinesh sir to please start the session, and I hand over to you.
Thank you so much, Zakir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible, perfectly audible.
First of all, I would like to thank the management of Global Institute of Technology for hosting the much required conference, which we can say data science and the engineering applications. And I'm also thankful to IC Sharma sir, who is itself is the example. Dr. Deepak Demla sir also mentioned that he is very dynamic leader, and he always take and bring all the eminent personality together and and give the opportunity to the fellow participant and speaker to share the things. And the outcome of that is one thing which mentioned by Demla sir is learning. So something learning should be happen. That would be the process through which these conferences are going on. And a virtual platform is giving us the opportunity to meet with friends which were sitting in abroad or they are having some difficulty to travel. So last 2 years, we have gone through with the lots of challenges, but anyhow, we have managed these challenges and new learning process we have created and we have done. And we have just not only doing the experimental thing, we are also sharing our ideas and thoughts in virtual platforms in very good manner. So thank you so much. And I also thankful to the Jha sir, Pradeep Jha sir, who is the dynamic leader of the department, and Jakar sir, those who are hosting this conference along with their faculty members. So thank you so much for inviting me for the keynote session. So I would like to share my screen. Give me. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. So the conference is Data Science, Engineering and Applications. So before starting this, my talk and my research finding, I would like to just mention some points that why the data is important and what is the necessity of the data compilation, data execution and data handling is important. Because nowadays, if we can see lots of working is going on in that direction, how to manage the data, which is very important and crucial factor, crucial subject for the future researchers. And what will we do, how we can understand the data, how we understand the information. Sometime what happens if we receive some electric signal or electronic, because my background is electronics and communication. So itself, it is some sort of signal which is coming out. For example, medical application, if we take, some people are having some data, but they are not having that type of understanding of that data. So if we convert this data from one form to another form, it is easy to analyze. We can take simple example. If there is some medical treatment is going on, and if you are going through with some diagnosis of some treatment, some test doctor is giving to you. So if the results are coming, we are not able to understand what is going on. But if one doctor can see and he can analyze easily what changes in heartbeat or what changes in its test he is observing. So this is data, and data is converting in one form or another form. For example, if we are having hemoglobin of a human being, if we are saying that it is less than 10 or less than 9, then it is the measurable outcome that you are not having good hemoglobin. So you have to improve it with some medicines or some fruits and like this. But this data is very important because we can understand this should be the range. So like this, if there is some electrical signal, electronic signal, if we are having that type of understanding, data application, data compilation, as well as its more features which we need to understand. So I'm electronics and communication guy. I deal with some technology which is the future of this, and whatever we are taking from this technology, we need to understand that data, how we can diagnose the system. So my research is in this way. So these slides I made for the audience, those are from abroad. We are from the northern part of India. Manipal University, Jaipur, and Rajasthan is known for its heritage culture. And these are some pictures. I do request all of you to please pay visit to Manipal University, Jaipur. And like this, we can share, we can learn the culture of our and culture of different places. And we can share what research is going on, what are the possibility of collaboration. These all things are there. Now my topic is mainly focused on flexible electronics. So flexible electronics have the potential. That means anything which we are designing in on the flexible substrate. Flexible substrate, that means it has some elasticity so that we can move, we can fold, we can take in the different shape, and now after certain time it can come in the same shape. So in flexible electronics, the components, the devices, these structures which all are associated with this are also flexible in nature. For example, I'm talking about one IC. If there is IC, integrated circuits are there, those IC should be flexible. The resistor, capacitors, all components, because without electronic circuit, we can't think of any system is working alone. So these all together are bringing in some such a way that they are making them flexible. Now, there is a hardcore electronics also there, PCB-based printed circuit. You have seen the motherboard of a computer system. It is a hardboard system. So there are some comparison. Why the need of the flexible system? What are the potentials of these flexible systems? And how we can take this flexible technology from one step to another step, which we are going to discuss. Now, everyone understands that the flexible system has some compactness, flexibility, reconfigurability, and durability in its nature. That means flexible electronics and wearable technology are coming together. Wearable, I give one example for the wearable and flexible technology. For example, nowadays lots of work is going on the body area network. Now, what is the body area network and why the need of flexible electronics and flexible wearable devices and that type of thing? Because ultimately, we have to collect the information. We have to collect the data. Now, after that, we have to go to the next part of data handling. How to understand, how to decode this data and how we can execute, and we can come out in certain conclusion that this is the problem in this person if it is using body area network with some sensors and some gadgets over there. So if a person is wearing some device, it is measuring its glucose level, it is measuring its blood sugar level. Then if the technology is such a way that if the sensors are sensing the information, if there's some level of its readings are going higher and lower, then it inform to the nearby node. Or it is happening through the sensor networks or antennas. So what are the major advantages of that? That means in COVID, you have seen the lots of stress in last 2 years in helping the humans, helping the mankind in their to take care of their good health. And this is the future of the technology. If we are doing some research for the mankind, we can see everyone is helpless during the COVID time, the oxygen level and all those things. So nowadays, the more stress on the working on the healthcare, which including these flexible, wearable, and body area network. There is lots of work is going in abroad also. In my few collaborators are they are having good work in advanced level. People are also doing some work. I will share some work with all of you. So there are different antenna. Those who are not the antenna people, I just want to say it is a postman. So antenna is simple way. It is a postman. Its function is to carry the information. Something like that. If I want to travel from one place to another place, I can take one vehicle from here to shorter distance, 10 kilometer, 20 kilometer. If the information need to travel, it required a carrier, and that carrier is the high frequency signal. The FM signal you have seen, you can receive 98.3 megahertz. Everyone familiar with this 98.3 frequency. That means it is only the carrier. I'm talking with you at the audio frequency. It is 20 to 20 kilohertz. My frequency is nearby 4 to 5 kilohertz. But my voice is not so strong so that it can travel to the longer distance. So I need a modulator. I need a system through which I can superimpose my voice and it can travel to the longer distance. Now, if the carrier is different frequency, for example, you need to travel from here to Delhi, here to US, and here to Moon, or here to any of the planet. You require different aircraft, trains, vehicles. So in simple language, we can understand that the modulation is required for the range. If you want to send your signal from here to satellite, if you want to send the signal from here to surrounding of you, like this, the communication. So antenna is performing as a role of you can say it is a postman. It can say it is the heart of wireless communication. It can send the information from one place to another place wirelessly. And how wireless communication in take place? It is in between one-to-one communication and one-to-many communication. It is one of the example is satellite broadcasting. The broadcasted signal is coming to the Earth station, and many parabolic dish antennas are here at our homes, which is known as parabolic dish, karo, wish karo, Tata Sky, and these all service provider giving you parabolic dish. This is receiver. So this is one to many. And broadcasting, if it is happening one to one, that means we are sending information data from one point to another point. So antenna is something you can say, we can segregate it is a high power antennas or low power antenna according to their requirement and shape. If I use my mobile phone, I can say a battery is operating at a 5 volt. So 5 volt, it is very less voltage. So I can't communicate my signal to the longer distance. So it is communicating with the BTS, base trans receiver station around us. In simple language, we can say it is a tower. So हमारे पास में if we are going to the hill area, that means the mobile is working, yes, battery is working, okay, communication system is working, but what is the absence over there? Only the communicating intermediate device, which is BTS. There is no tower available in that area. That's why we are not able to communicate. So this is called the short distance, low power communication. If some person is using satellite phone, so he's sending the information to the satellite phone, and then satellite phone is connecting through the data communication and the digital communication technique. So they are connecting this. So it is high power communication. You have seen in the military application, they itself is having the baggage system in their backside, and they are sending the information from one point to another point with the accuracy and the security, secure system they are having. They are carrying the power, not the 5 volt battery can do for them. This they can not sort out. They are carrying, and they are exchanging the information. So accordingly, these are the antennas which are classified for the different applications. I told you low power, high power, and the capacity and capability. For you, for example, Wi-Fi, WiMAX, wireless local area network. There is an exchange of information. You require a small kind of antenna. Laptop itself is having different type of antennas. Your mobile phone is having different type of communicators, which are antennas or the other communication gadgets. Now we are coming to the antennas for the biomedical applications or the processing. So again, what the antenna is sensing, it is providing the information or maybe getting some data. So here there are the system which is maybe the treatment purpose, maybe diagnosis purpose, maybe information transmission purpose. So different frequency bands have been allocated. The question is why the importance of the frequency over there. What is the role of frequency? I told you, if you want to communicate with any channel, you require a certain allowable frequency range, and you are able to communicate in certain frequency band. For medical purpose, ISM band is the most of the cases have been used for the medical devices. It is 2.4 gigahertz band, which is called as industrial scientific medical band. So most of the communication is happening. The wireless medical telemetry service is also available in 2.5 gigahertz. That means whatever the equipment is designed, it is operating at 2.5 gigahertz or 2.4 gigahertz neighbor. Some small bands are also available, which is lesser than that. You can see that, and you can. ITU is recommended this band for it is International Telecommunication Unit who has recommended is all these bands. Now I would like to tell you the information how it is working and how it is happening. For example, some sensor network is mounted on my my body. It is sensing some information. There are different sensors for this purpose. So if there is a heartbeat sensors, there is a temperature sensors, there is a glucose level test level indicator sensors. Lots of sensors are available for the body area network. It is sensing some information, and it is collecting through a central node. Okay. And this central node is transmitting this information through the antenna, because you require antenna for longer distance transmission. If a shorter distance itself, the body, the sensor can do the function for you. Sensor collect the data in particular range. But after that, what need to do with that data? You need to send this information to the nearby node. And nearby node is your wireless channel, propagation channel, which can communicate with that person. For example, in a hospital, we can set up these kind of thing. We can set up in the home also this kind of network where one person can communicate to the nearby node, and that nearby node is having more power. Similar to the BTS, base trans receiver is having the more power compared to our mobile phone, so he can send the information to the another BTS or mobile switching office. So like this, the communication is network will be working. So in this case, if the signal is, and then it is sending the information through internet to to the observer who can give you the better suggestion, better understanding of these readings, what is happening. It may be the screen of your doctor, it may be the screen of your any person of your family. So these are the things which we can interconnect. And there is implementation of the biomedical application are very important, because human body, around the body, there are lots of radiation. Every time we are absorbing the radiation. It may be 3G, 4G, satellite signal. These all signals are coming to our body. Sometimes what happens? We reflect, maximum time we reflect these signals from our body. But what happens when we are not reflecting? These are penetrating inside our body. And when it starts to penetrate in our body, there are lots of problems would be caused in form of skin diseases, in form of skin cancers, and lots of problems which will be rising, because when these start to penetrate, they start to change the structure of DNA, which is the whole soul of our structure, which results on cause in form of the diseases. So we need to take care of this. If we are doing high power communication, then we should avoid. Lots of time you have listened that there is a broadcasting station is radiating more power. Nearby station, there are lots of problems with the observers or pupils which are living surrounding. They are going through the skin issues and lots of things. These are the problems associated with, because BTS people are very smart. These are private service provider. They are radiating power. They are covering more area, and they can save this. They are saving the cost of the towers, physical infrastructure, which they need to repeat after certain distance. So these kind of the technology which are also going on, and the implementation of biomedical application, flexible. Now there are two type of technology. One is implantable antennas, or the technology which is receiving the signal. Okay, so implantable inside the body, or on body, off body. That means which is mounted on the body, or maybe in form of with some gadgets. For example, wristwatch, or maybe some type of the textile type of things, which where these electronics would be printed. For example, the textile antennas, printed antennas on my pocket, on my jeans, is one of the example of this kind of technology. Now, lots of conventional technology have been done, and textile technology is one of the solution on body communication, where the lots of fabrics and lots of devices have been used, lots of materials have been used to design the electronics and print the electronic on the flexible substrate. It would be transparent type of thing. Our application is the breast cancer detection, ECG, EEG, and lots of medical application where the signals are diagnosed by using these devices, and lots of military application, fitness tracking application, entertainment, sports, gaming, lots of things where the movement of a person will be transformed from one point. There are some sensors which is doing for you, and it is looking like that you are inside the game and you are doing like all these movements. So lots of potential. This wagon wheel is telling us that there are lots of potential in the field of wearable technology, wearable application. Now, I just want to give you one example which my research team has done. We have designed a flexible antenna in the diagnosis of 2.4 gigahertz tumor detection. So I just want to quickly cover that part, that flexible technology, flexible antennas are printed on the flexible substrate. And these are the material properties which you can find out if you do some literature review. You can find out lots of materials are inflexible in nature. Okay. Now, these characteristics are also given in this Wenger wheel. I just want to stress on this 2.5 gigahertz tumor detection flexible substrate on body biomedical application. So I design a simple antenna. Those are not the part of those who are not from this field. They can understand that I design an antenna with some mathematical calculation behind it, because every antenna for every application, if I am designing it is frequency dependent. For which frequency I need to design. For example, you want one antenna, you want one communicator for 2.4 gigahertz. It has some frequency specification. Now, accordingly, the design equations and all such things will take place. For example, Wi-Fi, WiMAX band, I require different type of antenna. For example, satellite communication. Now I ask two questions: for low power or high power. High power, I need big parabolic dish need to design. Only different antennas I have to design. For the low power, I can do with for transmission purpose or reception purpose, I can use a small parabolic dish. So this antenna I designed for the 2.4 gigahertz. I will not discuss this part, how we design this antenna, but the important parameter is SAR. So we have observed the SAR. What is SAR? SAR is specific absorption rate. How this data is collected in form of SAR. That means if I'm putting any energy inside your body, how much your body is absorbing that signal. This is SAR analysis, and this is very important analysis in mobile phone. If you are using continuously mobile phone near to your air, so what happens is after some time the temperature of your air and this area would be rising up. You will feel little pain if you use continuously 2 to 3 hours mobile phone chatting with any of the person. Lots of it is happening before marriage. So those people who are using this, they can feel the air. That's why it is recommended to use the headphones if you are using mobile communication lots of time. So you can feel there is a, so that what happens, this area is start to absorb your RF energy, which is first of all nearby to this. When we are communicating, what happens, this signal is stronger at that time. When we are receiving or transmitting the signal, it is more, if it is, this device is working in more effective way. If it is not receiving any signal, communication signal, it is receiving one signal which is known as the paging signal. That means it is showing you towers is available or not. But it is not harmful at that time. But when it is start to communicate, transmit or receive, it is more effective SAR values compared to this. So if a person is nearby is using nearby to its air, is using the mobile phone, it has more SAR value over here because his body is start to absorb that signal. Okay, so in such way we think that why not we design a antenna for this purpose. This antenna is radiating nearby to my body, and if there is any tumor, okay, it may be in any place. A tumor is in your in females it is in breast cancer, it may be in any of your organ. If you are feeling some tumor, what happens, the absorption, the SAR value will be changing every time, because if you compare, if there is a SAR available in human body, tumor available in human body, and the results which you are compare with the SAR values with the tumor presence, and different size of tumors, if we have analyzed, we can say there is a drastic change in the SAR values, and that indicates that you should go with the diagnosis of this. Because what happens, lots of disease, we will not start the diagnosis whenever, till now we will not get any problem. Okay, so abhi mere ko kuch issue hoga, then I think of that ki haan, kuch test karna chahiye. It is recommended. Otherwise, if there is a small size tumor, is a large size tumor and very large size tumor, if this tumor is start to create some problem in your body, then only you will go under the diagnosis. Sometime delay ho jata. So due to this, we just propose a system which analyze this SAR value. So what we did, we make a model of human body, and that model is using skin and fat. Okay, and lots of things need to analyze, and there is a lots of upcoming research is also going on in that direction. But we make a human phantom. So what we have done, we have placed an antenna in front of this phantom model, and finally what we have done, we have start to radiate through this antenna, and we are observing the SAR values. Okay, so SAR values when there is no tumor, SAR value with a small tumor, the SAR value when the tumor is in big size. Okay, so accordingly we can get the data, and we can analyze that data, and we can come at the conclusion that there is a tumor is available or not in your body. So this kind of things we can see here. The skin is having the dielectric constant. We have taken the reference from good literature that the skin are having these kind of dielectric constant. So we made the skin, artificial skin, and we made the fat also. And after this, what we have done, we introduce a tumor, and we have analyzed a tumor. What are the materials? What are the material specification, dielectric material specification tumor is having? We collected some medical data. And out of this, we have come in that conclusion. If there is a skin, there is a fat, and there is a tumor. So if there is a possibility, is tumor is a small size, tumor is big size, and there is no tumor. So what would be the changes we are absorbing in the antenna characteristic? Because antenna is radiating continuously signal near to our body. So how body is reacting on that signal. So this analysis which we have done, and we can found out that in some results, these are S11, this is return loss, how much power is coming back as S11. So there is some changes in the human body with tumor and without tumor, with the different size we have observed. We have taken a 5 mm tumor, we have taken 15 mm tumor, and we have observed some results. So what interesting results we have found in this case, these are VSWR voltage standing wave ratio. Again, I told you, those who are doctors, they can understand this technology. So we are coming in some conclusion. Finally, we have calculated its pattern, and we can see here, there is a change is gain. Gain, that means something which is coming out through the antenna. And you can see here, there is a drastic decrement in his gain. This is without, there is some decrement in its gain. With the 10 mm tumor and 15 mm tumor, there is a reduction in gain. That means tumor is absorbing some energy. Skin is having its own effect, but the absorption due to the presence of the skin is also, due to the presence of tumor is also, you can observe in these results. And finally, we have analyzed with the different radiation pattern and radiation graphs on which we have found some changes, and we have recorded that also. So we are coming into the conclusion that if with the human body, without any phantom, without any, you can say, tumor, it has the return loss values, gain values, and this is very important parameter, which is known as absorption ratio. How much absorptions are specific absorption ratio? How much body is absorbing this? So here you can see the absorption will be increasing. You can see by this factor, by this factor. Okay, and you can see the return loss is decreasing. Similarly, the gain is also decreasing of these antennas. So by using these analysis and by pretending these data for the future work, that we can understand that if there is a presence of the tumor or there is a absence of result, there is some changes in data, and this data is absorbed by you can see this data, you can see. So you can make a device for the tumor detection where you can supply the energy, switch on, and the antenna is start to working like a scanner, and you can detect if there is any problem or not. So first of all, the body without tumor, you should have the data. And again, this is the first step, and we have proposed that the next step, if we are having certain doubt, we can go for the medical process. So these are the things which we are in consultation with some of the medical peoples also, doctors also, and we have discussed with them, and lots of work is going on that direction, future work. So these are all about my findings and my research group findings I would like to convey you. And I just want to say you, if you are thinking that there no work will give you the success in one day, what you have to do, you should be consistent. You start working, and that will give you one thing, learning, at least learning. Because if I do the 100 experiments, okay, 100 experiments to achieve one goal. So if I failed 100 times, and after 101 time, if I get some successful result, I can say I know 100 ways how we should not attempt this type of problem, because this will give you learning. Fail will also give you some learning, and you should take it in positive. Fail is the first step in learning. So that's it from my side. Thank you once again to all the organizers of this conference to having me and giving me opportunity to share my research and findings, and just to motivate all the young researchers and young people, those who are contributing in form of the paper writing, that it is not the single direction. The electronics people can't do these all research by designing the antenna. We require the understanding of the data. We require the understanding of the medical terms, so that we can, in collaboration, we will do the. So multidisciplinary approach should be one of the solution for these kind of things. That's it from my side. Thank you so much for having me. Over to you, Chakar sir.
Thank you, Dr.
Okay,
Dinesh.
Thank you so much, sir, Dinesh Yadav, sir. It was a great session.
Jakharji, if you allow, I would like to say a few words.
Yeah, of course, sir, of course. Session is all yours.
It is always pleasure listening to Dr. Dinesh Yadav. He is such an energetic man, and his area of research is very promising. So I always become more wiser and intelligent after listening to his talk. So thank you, Dr. Dinesh Yadav. I think we can also collaborate because
Sure.
you know all these research you are doing. So this is closely connected to the machine learning algorithms also,
Sure.
for more accuracy and for more easy scanning, more easy screening also. Means we can devise some good prediction algorithms of machine learning.
Sure.
So it's good research.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. We will discuss in.
Sure. Thank you. It's our pleasure.
Okay.
So, thank you so much, sir. Dinesh Yadav, sir, and Dr. Deepak Demla, sir. It was a great, fruitful session on AI, machine learning, and deep learning. And I hope all the participants have learned a lot of new things regarding deep learning and machine learning. So it was a great session. I again thank you, both of you, for connecting with us and imparting the knowledge, the vast knowledge with you regarding AI and ML. So this session, the keynote address is over from my side, and we will start with the technical session 1. So I request all the participants to be ready with their presentations, and we will start the technical session right now. So I hand over to Shivangi ma'am, and I again thank you, Dr. Dinesh Yadav sir and Dr. Deepak Demla sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Dinesh sir, thank you very much for your knowledge, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now it is time for the technical session 1, for which I would like to invite for the session chair Dr. Anuj Mathur sir, Mr. Daveen Kumar sir, and Mr. Pankaj Jain sir. The participants with the paper ID 107, 110, 111, 113, 114, 117, 128, and 136. Please start with your presentations. And paper ID 107, please present your presentation and start.
Am I audible?
Hello.
Rajesh sir, can you give the permission for the okay?
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, you are visible. Sisti, you are visible.
Okay. My topic of presentation is beauty parlor appointment application.
Your voice are not clear.
Please
So once again, check your voice. Then after, just start your presentation. Sisti, your voice are not clear. So first.
And Shristi, please turn on your camera.
Sir, is it clear? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Srishti, have you shared your PPT, because it is not visible yet?
Is it visible now?
Yes, it is visible now. Go ahead.
Okay, so it is a web-based salon management application with appointment scheduling functionality developed to automate all the salon activity. The users of the system include the customers where they can register initially with the minimum details. All these activities of making appointments, such as choosing service as well as date and time, will be recorded in the database for all the events. Objective of our project is to manage the accounts of customers, salon owners, to implement web-based payments and confirmation email, to evaluate best solution for booking online appointments and manage the same, to develop secure web-based access to the users, powerful search capability of appointments. The problem statement is today tech continues to play a crucial role in our everyday lives. From booking to a taxi to work to buying groceries, we do it all at the touch of a button. Having taken over every aspect of our lives, the salon and spa industry is no exception. Fortunately, technology has changed the way customers can schedule their appointments instantly. Today, customers expect to get appointment 24 by 7. They prefer a flexible booking system rather than a rigid one. The new approach adopted for the problem is with the application, customers get access to real-time calendar updates. This way, they can see when their favorite stylists are available and schedule a booking instantly. Urgent bookings and accessibility is a major factor that drives engagement. The best thing is that the customers find the channel easy, intuitive, and flexible. Advantages are increased rebooking rate, better customer loyalty, positive online reviews, more referrals, enhanced review, improved client retention rate. How can it give better user experience? So it is mobile friendly design, uh, easy to use login, access to user profile. With this application, the maintenance of client information will happen automatically. Client is more likely to update their own data when they make a booking online. Software requirements, these are some softwares required. This is the data flow diagram. The user first registered and then the authentication takes place. Then she can log in and check out for the services. Technologies uses React.js. React.js is a declarative, efficient, and flexible JavaScript library for building reusable UI components. Node.js. Node.js is an open source and cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment. It is popular tool for almost any kind of project. MongoDB is an open source document database that provides high performance, high availability, and automatic scaling. These are some references. Thank you. Hello.
कौन सी कॉन्फ्रेंस है कॉन्फ्रेंस कौन सी ये चल रही था अच्छा
Hello.
Hello, Srishti. Can you hear me, Srishti?
Sir, I can hear you.
Yeah, Srishti. I'm just asking the one question, Srishti. You just explaining the React.js. So, first of all, which year introduced the React.js?
मैं हमारे सिस्टम में बैक वालों को डेटा देता है इनकी एक या दो बैग होती है ना इन जो मतलब 4 साल इनका भी डेटा होता है
Hello.
Srishti, क्या आप सुन रहे हैं आप?
Yes, sir.
So I'm
So I
just
can get your
asking.
question.
Yeah, I'm just asking which year introduced the React JS? You know that which year introduced the React JS and which company introduced this language? Okay, Srishti, thank you. Thank you for your presentation and thank you. And the next, ma'am, next, which candidate are the next? Okay, thank you, Srishti. Thank you.
Next candidate with the paper ID 1. Please present your presentation and
Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
So good morning to everyone present over here. Our topic is Twitter sentiment analysis, and we are Anish Bansal, Ankush Sharma, and Anu Surya as a co-authors, and Ms. Shreya Agarwal as a author, first author. Table of content for our research paper is like Python, Django framework, what is sentiment analysis, how does sentiment analysis works, applications, advantages of tweet sentiments, drawbacks of tweet sentiment analysis, and our project. So what is Python? Python is a general purpose programming language that is often applied in scripting roles. So Python is also called as an interpreted language. Python supports multiple programming patterns, includes OOPS and functional programming. What is Django? Django is a Python framework which is high level and has a rapid development of secure and maintainable built by experienced developers. Django was yes sir.
Anuj Mathur this side.
Yes sir.
I think this is not your practical training report. You are presenting your paper or you are presenting your practical training? I'm getting confused.
It's the final project research.
Anish,
yes,
lovely in this side. Did you get the template of the first slide? It has already been shared with everyone, I think so.
Yes, I got it.
You are supposed to present your paper, not your practical training.
Shivangi ma'am, can we get the next one? So meanwhile, Anish will prepare his slides.
Okay, so I have to present in a presentation or like I have to share my PDF format for the research?
Shivangi ma'am, can we get the next person, next student?
next one with the paper ID 111. Please present your presentation and start.
Hello. Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, Tushar, you are audible.
Okay, sir. Sir, just a minute. I am just sharing this. Sir, is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, sir. Thank you. First of all, good morning to all. And my name is Tushar Bartunia, and my presentation topic is Gem, which is a meme generator. So, firstly, what is the meme generator? So, it's a free online image maker that lets you add resizable text, images, and much more to templates. People often use the generator to customize existing memes. However, you can also upload your own templates or start from scratch with empty templates. Then, how to make a meme? So, firstly, we have to choose a template. So, you can use one of the popular template or hit upload new template to upload your own template from your device. Then we have to customize it. So we can add text, images, and spacing using the buttons in the canvas. And then at last, we can share and we can share the meme which we have created. So simply we can hit generate meme and then create your own and save your meme. So we can also download in our device. Then how can I customize my meme? So you can move and resize the text boxes by dragging them around. You can add as many additional text boxes as you want with the add text button. You can customize the font color and outline color next to where you type your text. You can insert popular or custom stickers and other images. You can rotate, flip, and crop any templates you upload. Then significance of memes. So these days memes are spreading like wildfire all over the internet. Memers make a lot of money.
Tushar, please.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, Tushar?
Yes, sir.
Please start the slideshow. Please start the slideshow. You can use control. You can use F5 or the option below of your PPT.
Okay, sir. I will. Sir, is it okay now? Hello. Sir, is it okay?
Yes, go ahead. It's okay.
And then significance of memes. So these days memes are spreading like wildfire all over the internet. Memers make a lot of money selling memes. Memes are much more than just a simple element of humor regarding day-to-day affairs. They are a basis for political expression, social against, and brand advertising. Future of meme creation. Future of memes is now being associated with artificial intelligence and machine learning. The user can provide the description and the AI will automatically create the meme. How does the AI powered meme generator work? So the AI powered tool takes 48 classic meme formats from distracted to surprise Pikachu and supplies endless captions that fit each meme's distinctive syntax. Sometimes the AI generated meme text works weirdly well, but mostly the generated memes are off the wall in hilarious new ways. The demand of meme makers in the industry. Meme makers have a recognized job position in the market and the social media platforms. Salary goes up to 12 lakh per annum. Meme makers have millions to followers, to which help them to generate healthy revenue. Memes are not only jokes but information too. Creative people have a scope to excel in the meme making industry. And so thank you.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just I'm asking one question. How can we identify the meme in any technology or any just any software? Hello?
Sir, can you repeat, please?
Yeah, I'm just asking. How can we check the meme? You identify the meme. Any technology or any just any software?
Sir, for meme finding, we can use okay, sir, we can fetch through like जो जो वेबसाइट्स होती हैं सर लाइक रेडिट हो गया सर जो ट्विटर हो गया सर वहाँ से हम फैच कर सकते हैं मतलब और एपीआई से भी ला सकते हैं सर
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Sir, what is your work in this project?
Sir, my work. So, sir, in the backend with the MongoDB.
What is the difference between SQL and NoSQL?
Sir, SQL and
NoSQL.
Sir, in SQL, in SQL, the data is formatted in the tables, whereas in the NoSQL,
Okay, Tushar, thank you. Next one, group Sahil. Sahil, share your PPT.
Just a second, sir. Good morning, sir. Is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sahil Sehwal, and my team members are Ashish Kumar and Harsh Parekh, and the team is led by Mr. Hemant Mittal, sir. And our project is Gullak, which is basically Gullak. Gullak basically is a platform which is used as a freelancer project. There are many people who are suffering from like after due to pandemic. There are many people who are looking for jobs, and there are various job opportunities which are provided by people, but they do not know how to find each other. So Gullak is a platform where we connect each other by providing them to provide jobs and accept jobs on a single platform as working a mediator. Freelancing. So basically, freelancing is a contact-based professional where we do not hire a person for a original time. We only hire for the person for a limited time or the service we require to do the job. Freelancing is also known as today the gigs, where we involve work from home situation, work from office situation, and various different situation where you can work as a particular person for a particular department or organization or for a particular person also. Freelancers are self-employed person who earn money by providing multiple services and by selling products and many more different things. Advantages of freelancing: as we know, everything has advantages and disadvantages. So advantage of being a freelancer: you are being your own boss. You just have to communicate with your client and present your all the thing, and you can also breaking the monotony, which is the lack of interest variety. For example, when you are working in a company, you have to work on a single project or a single platform, but when you are a freelancer, you can work on a different type of skill set or different type of platforms and everything. It can be a multiple source of income, because you are not working for a single person. You can take as many projects as you want, depending on your time expectancy and your experience in different fields. It also provide you a global exposure. When you are in a company, you can only talk to the people or the clients who are provided by your company or by your sales team. And also, but when you are freelancing, you can communicate with the whole world whenever you like. There are also some disadvantages of freelancing. First one is seclusion. There are some times when we require some help from the teammates, but due to you are a freelancer and you are most probably freelancers not hire a team, they work alone, so there are some lack of team help in that. Lack of benefits: as we all know, company provide many type of benefits for their employees, like health coverage, their amenities and extra, but you are a freelancer, so you do have to cover your all the benefits by your own self. No one is helping you in that. And you also have the round the clock coverage. So if you have a project, you have to complete in a certain period of time. There is no time limit of working limit, like you do not work from 9 to 5 job. You have to work 24/7 or the time conveniency, to complete the project. If the time constraint is low, you have to almost day work from 24/7 to complete the project. And due to it is a kind of startup, where you working your own and you are providing a service or something, so you need a initial cash investment, or we can say some investment, to start your own business or the service you are providing, to buy your infrastructure or the devices you need to provide the service. It also gives you the administrative responsibilities, which is also good and bad, because in a good way you have the responsibility to control all the management part, but if anything goes to south, it can cause you a much loss of money or everything. We have researched some stats, so I'll providing you some stats of the freelancing timeline. As we can see, the freelancing is done very far from 90s. So here are some stats where a company and a traditional jobs are done. In 1995, we can see approx 70% of the people are working in a traditional jobs or a job company, whereas only 30% approx people were working as a freelancer. At the stats grow, there were at 2020 in India, there are approx 15 million freelancers as working as a freelancer. for their own only. But at the 25,
Sahil,
yes,
Anuj
yes, sir.
Mathur this side.
Yes, sir.
What is the source of your present slide?
Sorry, sir.
What is the source of your present slide? From
Sir,
where you get this data?
There are different websites like CNBC and
So you
PayPal.
must write here, na, from where you have captured this data. This is from CNBC or Aastak or from anywhere. You must write, na.
Can you tell us the authentic sources of this data? Because if you are mentioning the data over here, then it should have some authentic sources.
Sorry, sir, we forgot to mention that we only capture the data and put it in our slides.
Okay.
So can I continue?
Yes, continue, please.
At the 2020, there was some stats where we see that there are 15 million people working as a freelancer in India, and by the 25, the number will increase to up to 20 to 30 million in the India only. As we can see, the fastest growth of as we can see, the top 10 countries as a freelancer based on earning, US is on the topmost, and whereas India is on the 7th part. So we need to work on the freelancing part to be earning more, and where there can also see the average income of a freelancer in a world globe wise, there is $21 per day, but whereas in India it is almost it is only approx $18 a day. So we can also work on that. These are the top 20 in demand skills as a freelancer, whereas 60% of the market is controlled by development related skills and only 40% of the market is controlled by the other skills. In development skills, there are many skills which are done on CS department, for example blockchain, and many more. And in other skills there are much more part like voiceover artists, subtitling, art direction, content writing, and etc. There are so much jobs, but these are the top 20 in demand skills for freelancers. Survey conducted by PayPal on 500 freelancers in 2018, they get to know that that 34% of their employees or the users are getting 19 lakh rupees as a annum costing for their freelancing job, whereas 20% are getting 10 to 15 lakhs, 12% are 7.5 to 10 lakhs, and 34% remaining people are getting only 5 lakhs. So it also depends on the skill set and the development of your own to get earned as a freelancer. Sectors are in freelancing, there are major sectors such as SME, small and middle size enterprises, MSME, MNC, SMB. Even MSME is an government organization enterprise where they provide you the freelancing job opportunities, and there are many more also freelancing uh, enterprises and companies who provide freelancing jobs for the people. Conclusion: freelancing is a very exciting and easy way to earn money by your experience only. You do not need to work for a single organization. It is a growing market since every day the freelancers are working more better than your employees, and they are getting less money as compared to, because you do not have to give them any extra amenities and things. So it is a very growing market. There are n number of opportunities where you can work on your skills and get as many jobs as you want. It is also flexible because you do not have to work from 9 to 5. You can work as your own convenient, and it is a win-win situation for everyone. For example, if you are a job provider and a freelancer, the job provider is giving you job and the job is done, and whereas you are doing the job and you're earning money. Thank you so much, sir.
Sahil, do companies calculate the experience of freelancers?
Sorry, sir.
And companies calculate the experience of freelancers or consider the experience of freelancers?
Sir, companies can provide you the recommendation letter, or you can also give them the portfolio you are making by doing the particular jobs.
Do you know about the blockchain?
Sorry, sir.
Do you know about the blockchain?
I know some of the part. I heard of the technology, but not into it that much.
Yeah, anyone?
So I know about the blockchain because of that cryptocurrency part a limit about, but not that much because I not really into crypto.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Sai.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a nice day, sir.
Yeah, next group, Archit.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah, it is visible.
Hello, good morning, all of you. My
Archit,
name is
Archit.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to interrupt you, but please share with full screen.
Sir, now it is in full screen only.
Kindly press F5.
Sir, it is in full screen.
No, your slide is not in full screen.
Sir, in my laptop it is showing in full screen.
Press the F5 key.
Sir, in my laptop it is showing in full screen, but I don't know it is showing or not in that view.
Function F5.
I have pressed, sir.
Okay, go through.
Okay. So, sir, our project name is the Process State, and the author of this are first one Ajit, and the another team members of my are Achal Sharma and Aditya Pratap Sheikh. Our team is led by Hemant sir, and our project is the Process State, which is basically a real estate management system, which we have implemented in the Salesforce. So the content of our presentations are introduction, then followed by proper definition, then explanation, then what the development process we have opted for, then the outcomes of that project. So starting with the introduction of our project or research paper, we have implemented this broker's state with the help of the Salesforce technology, which is in the boom right now. And Salesforce CRM, Salesforce is basically a CRM, a customer relationship management software, which provides the functionality to implement the standard and custom objects with the help of various clouds such as Commerce Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Health Cloud, or Velocity Cloud. Basically, CRM has the standard functionalities which we can use to implement. And CRM, we use CRM for scheduling tasks, emailing, and many more. And the problem definition of real estate before this is that there is no centralized data.
Archit,
Yes,
Archit,
sir. Yes, sir.
Can you slow down your speed of speaking? The presentation means that the participant can understand the things. It should be very much explainable, not in a faster way. Just you are speaking.
So basically, this is we have made a portal in which the customer can go and see the listed properties which are there on the portal, and there is the option for the landlord and brokers to list down the properties. And we have also implemented the commission facility for the brokers. And once a customer log into the portal, then he will be able to see the properties. And then if he like any property, then by click on that, he can see the related contacts or the brokers with that property. And after that, he can convey the messages. And if the deal gets final, then the 1% or 2% commission based on that property will be calculated and given to the broker. And basically, it is a centralized way to list down all the property at a single place to decrease down the to increase the transparency and decrease the fraud which is happening in the market right now. So basically, we have implemented the account, contact, lead, tasks, standard object to implement our portal, in which there are reports and dashboards which show the properties. We show the monthly targets and listed properties. If a customer finds a property to be accurate, then he can go for the approval from the landlord to buy that property. And then if a landlord confirms that
Archit,
property,
Arjun,
yes, sir.
this side.
Yes,
We
sir.
can only see your first slide. Yeah,
You are not able to see my this slide explanation.
No, we can only see your first slide. Yeah. Now it's visible.
Okay, sir. Okay. So this is my explanation slide, and after that there is some glimpse of my project. Is it visible? Basically, I have made a home page where the available property which are listing, and we can see the basic details of the property, such as property ID and the address of that property, and the carpet area and the requested money of that property. Here is also an option for the brokers, such as create property, where the broker can list down the property by putting the property means address, carpet area, and city. And after that, on clicking save, it will show on the property. And if a customer finds a property to be accurate, then he can click and see the details of that property and find the related context to it. So the development process we have opted for that is that we have used the Apex as our backend language and LWC as a front end to component. LWC as a front end to build the components. For that, we have first made a developer account. Then we have written the Apex code to implement them, and then now we are in testing phase. After that, we are going to list it on Apex sheets. We have used the LWC as our front end, and we have also used some custom objects such as properties, brokers, rated contact, and many more. The proposed outcome from that projects are, with the help of the Salesforce CRM, we want to handle and organize data at a single place, which will be result into the decreasement in the duplication of the data. And we also have implemented IST recommendation system to implement the properties according to the user's interest. And as Salesforce is web-based software, so user can see it from any device such as mobile, laptop, or iPad. So it is from my side. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Hello.
So,
yes, sir.
Archit,
yes, sir.
Can two users have the same profile in Salesforce?
Yes, sir. We can give a customer profile to many users.
What is the dashboard in Salesforce?
What? So dashboard is basically a front end in which the reports are shown in the basically in the format such as tabular or a pie chart or donut chart. We can also schedule the dashboards according to the months. Automatically it refreshes per month, and it will send a email, schedule a email. Any other questions?
Okay, Archit, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, next group is Nishant.
Am I audible, sir?
You are audible.
Okay, so let me share my screen. My screen is visible, sir? So good afternoon, everyone. I am Nishant Kumar from GIT Jaipur, and today I am presenting my PPT on environmental intelligence, ML and deep learning
web project based on agriculture. So there are mainly 4 members in our project. First one is me, Nishant Kumar, Nitesh Kumar, and Himanshu Sharma. And our project guide, Mr. Lavleen sir, who is the assistant professor in computer science engineering department at GIT Jaipur. So coming to the next slide. So these are the some outlines we will follow in our PPT: abstract, introduction, motivation, literature survey, problem statement, objective and scope, system requirement, architecture, algorithm, experimental result, application summary, references. So coming to abstract, the main motto of our project to detect the disease of crops using machine learning and deep learning. So as we know, in pre-harvesting, machine learning is used to capture the parameters of soil, seed, quality, fertilizer, application, pruning, genetic and environmental conditions, and irrigation. Focusing on each component, it is important to minimize the overall basis on its production. So in this project, we have used CNN, stands for Convolutional Neural Network, to analyze the image. So coming to definition of machine learning, as we know, machine learning is an application of AI and computer science engineering, which focus on the use of data and algorithm to imitate the way that humans learn, gradually improving its accuracy. So prevention of disease is essential. So as we know, machine learning is an important decision support tool for crypto crop yield prediction, including supporting decisions on what crop is grow and what to do during the growing the season of the crop. Several machine learning algorithms have been applied to support crop yield prediction research. So as we know, it is very difficult to farmers to identify various diseases in plants. And by 2016, 2016 data, farmers have losses worth of $60 billion crop. So these tools can be helpful for the farmers. So these references paper we have used in our project. So as we already discussed, our problem statement. So coming to objective of our project, machine learning is the current technology which is benefiting farmers to minimize the losses in the farming by providing recommendation and insights about the crop. So coming to scope, machine learning helps farmers by recommending the sowing dates for different crops based on the weather conditions. Machine learning model can also suggest tweaks in cropping patterns to boost yield. So these are the system requirements to run this project in our system. So this is architecture of our project. First one, we need to upload the photo of our crop leaf, and it will predict the disease and provide the solution. So coming to next slide, convolutional layer. As we know, a convolutional neural network, CNN, is a type of AI network used in image recognition and processing that is specifically designed to process pixel data, and it will convert into the matrix. So rectified non-linear unit. As we know, the rectified linear activation function of ReLU for short is a piecewise linear function that will output the input directly. If it is positive, then it will give the output. Otherwise, it will the output will be 0. And coming to tan function is a hyperbolic tangent function. It is hyperbolic analog of the circular function used for throughout the trigonometry. So polling layer. A polling layer is a new layer added after a non-linearity has been applied to the features map output by convolutional network layer. For example, the layer in model maybe follows.
So fully connected layer. In fully connected layer, each and every connected layer neuron in the previous layer and each connection has its own weight. So these are the some models for training the data, and the first one is processing the data using of image processing. In this we have used CNN to analyze the image. Feature extraction. Feature extraction refers to the processing of farming data into numerical features that can be processed while preserving an information original data set. So coming to classification. Classification refers to predictive modeling problem where the class label is predict for a given example of input data. So this is the algorithm we have followed in our project. These are some screenshots of our project. So first one, we need to upload the photo of our crop leaf, and it will predict the solution for the crop and will provide the solution. So these are some applications. As we know, image recognition is the context of machine learning, is the ability to software identify the object, place, and writing an of an image. And we can also use for the fertilizer and crop recommendation. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Nishant.
Yes, sir.
Anything idea about supervised learning? Supervised learning. What is supervised learning?
Yes, sir. So supervised learning अपन क्या करते हैं, जैसे अपने पास लेबल डेटा सेट होता है, तो उससे अपन मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल ट्रेन करते हैं.
Example of supervised learning.
एग्जाम्पल ले सकते हैं कि जैसे अपन फॉर एग्जांपल सर अपन एग्रीकल्चर का ही अगर कोई डेटा सेट अगर अपन ट्रेन कर रहे हैं, तो अपने पास पर्टिकुलर क्रॉप का नाम और पर्टिकुलर डिजीज का नाम होगा, तो उससे अपन सिंपली एक मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल ट्रेन कर सकते हैं सर. तो ये भी एक सुपरवाइज लर्निंग का एग्जांपल है.
What is the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning?
तो अपने पास अनसुपरवाइज लर्निंग में क्या होता है कि जैसे अपने पास लेवल डेटा नहीं होता और उसको अपन को इसको क्लस्टर में डिवाइड करना पड़ता है. फॉर एग्जांपल वी कैन टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ एप्पल एंड अदर फ्रूट्स, so we have to divide into clusters in unsupervised learning.
Okay, Nishant. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, next one, Aditya Soni, group number 128.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, but you are not visible.
Yes. Just a minute, sir. Am I visible, sir?
Yeah. Share your screen.
Yes, sir. Is it full screen?
Yeah.
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aditya Soni, and today I will be presenting our project and paper on behalf of my group. My group consists of me, myself, Amit Khandelwal, Amit Jaju, and our name of mentor is Mr. Rajesh sir. So moving on our project. So basically our project is a Pred app. So Pred app is basically a machine learning application or Android application which is capable of solving few machine learning problems. So we made an Android application basically with the help of Flutter. So the major content, as you know, it would be Android application and machine learning. We will be integrating these both to make an application and Pred app. So
Aditya,
yes, sir.
Anuj Mathur this side. Show me your first slide. First. Second. Yeah. So this paper is already published somewhere else?
No, sir.
So what is this? What you want to show from this?
So this is a kind of a screenshot, and just the right side I have attached many screenshot of our paper.
So this paper is already published anywhere now?
No, sir.
So from where you get this paper?
I made it. Made it.
Okay.
This is I just made in my document and I just screenshot it. Took it.
So this is not published already?
No, sir.
Confirm, na?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So when we need to create an Android application, there are a few steps we need to make. Like we made like we have to make the code and we have to integrate the backend part of the machine learning, and then we have to deploy it. And while creating the machine learning model, what is the major thing is to get the data, to train it. And before training, we need to pre-process the data, like removing any outliners if there are any null values, and all standardization, normalization we have to perform. And then we have to train it, and on the new data, the trained model will predict the new outcomes. So we made our Android application on Flutter. So Flutter is one of the fantastic tool to develop Android application. We can made it on Android Studio. So the most major advantage of Flutter is that we can make both, like we can make iOS application also and Android application also. So that's the major use of this, and we can develop fast, and that's quick installation, and it's have pretty amazing widgets which will be used. So coming on to the machine learning, which is a major part of our project. So what is machine learning? Machine learning basically means trying to learn as what humans learn, on the previous data. So a model gets previous data, train itself, and it's like a ready to go on the way. So when we give a new output or new input, it will give us a predicted output. So the algorithms which we used in our project was random forest, NLP, and recommendation system. So as I told you earlier, that our machine learning, our application have few machine learning problems. So one of the problems is diabetic prediction. So diabetics prediction, as the name suggests, it is a classification problem. It will predict whether a person have diabetic or not, like yes or no. So decision trees are one of the best ways to predict, to use a classification problem. And random forest, as we used random forest. So what does the name suggest? Forest means basically a collection of many trees. So for random forest, there are hundreds of trees which we created, and on the basis of each tree will predict whether the person have the diabetics or not, based on the inputs. Like there are inputs like BMI, glucose level, and age, and all these factors. So a random forest, what does random forest do? Let's say a random forest have 100 decision trees. So out of 100 decision tree, if 80 decision trees are predicting like no, this person doesn't have diabetics, and 20% of the trees are predicting like yes, this person have diabetics, so it will pick the majority one. It will get the majority one and say like yes, it will say no, it doesn't have diabetics. So moving on, the next problem statement which we included on our project was spam classifier. So spam classifier is one of the great real world application used in day-to-day life. Like even if we have Gmail, there is a spam folder in it. So basically use natural language processing, and it is trained on a few user, as I said, previous input, like trained on input words like lucky, jackpot, you have won 100% cashback, uh, uh, prize money, and all. So if we get a new input, new data, so it will just predict that is it a spam or not. Again, it is a classification problem. So in this we have included, like we have to copy and paste the message, and then it will predict. So we can modify it, or what we can go in advance, like whenever we received a message or a message, then it will automatically auto detect whether it is spam or not. If it's spam, it will just discard it, and if it's not, it will just keep it and show it to you. So next, we used the problem is movie recommendation system. So let's talk about first recommendation system. Recommendation system are one of the best tools, one of the best things which is going currently. We see recommendation system almost each and everywhere. We see in Flipkart, Amazon, Netflix, Amazon Prime, everywhere recommendation systems are there. So movie recommendation also is one of the greatest, best thing which is used in Netflix. So there are movie recommendation system works on two things, either content based or collaborative based. Content based means what one has seen and what based on his own experience, based on in own what he sees. Similarly, it will predict what he wants, what he can see. And collaborative means if a person A has seen this and person B has seen this, and let's say suppose there's a movie, another movie, and the A person likes it, so it is a probability that B person also will like it. So we in our project we used content based algorithm. So basically, movie recommendation based, it works on cosine similarity. So what we do is we take out the tags of movies. So what is a tag? Tag is basically a collection of words, or you can say collection of data, and it could include movie name, actor name, producer, director, genre, and some reviews, words like this. It will make a tag, vector it, and it will put a point in multi-dimensional space. And the dimension can be 1,000, 2,000. We human cannot understand. We cannot see dimension more than 3 dimension, but machines can. So it will put us data, every movie in a multi-dimensional space. So if a person need a movie recommendation system, so he just pick a one point the algorithm will just pick a one point and see the 5 nearest point towards it, and it will just predict the 5 nearest point, and it will tell the, oh, these are the 5 points, this, and the movies are this. So to just predict this. So how can we calculate the nearest distance? The nearest distance are calculated by the help of cosine similarity. So if we can see in the image, like if image one is item one is here and item two is there, so the shorter the angle between them, that means closer they are to each other. And if they are closer to each other, it is more likely that those two movies are similar, and the person can enjoy that, and it will be a very good application. So thank you. That was it.
Adit, I am audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
What is application of ML?
Sir, MA?
ML, application of ML.
Sir, machine learning is in various applications, sir. Sir, we can, as we can conclude, there are 3 types of machine learning, like supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. All have 3 applications we can use on robots. We can use on artificial cars, not self-driving cars. We can use on prediction, like the movie recommendation system has a machine learning point, and we can predict whether a person have a disease or not. We can predict cancer from it. Like in the few recent years, there was few models we can predict whether a person has COVID or not by the help of image of lungs. So that are one of the use cases of machine learning.
What is difference between supervised and unsupervised algorithm?
Sir, in supervised, the data are labeled. Like if I say diabetes prediction, so they are labeled yes or no. It is labeled. And if I say like if I need a regression model like car price, so it is labeled what will the price, what we know that what kind of outcome it would be. It will be yes or no, it would be prices. But in unsupervised, we don't know like what could be the what will be the kind of outcome it will be. So the machine learning automatically clusters the data in groups and will say, oh, this belongs to this cluster and this belongs to this cluster. If you don't know from the data that what kind of output should be from the data, so we used unsupervised. The machine will automatically tell that what kind of are these.
Okay, thank you, Adit.
Okay, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yes, next group, Dhruv. It is 136.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Sir, is my screen visible to you?
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Okay. So first of all, I want to thank Global Institute of Technology for giving us a chance to present our research paper in International Conference on Data Science and Engineering 2022. Good morning, all respected teachers and participants. My name is Dhruv Kutal. Our project is Web Archive, which is an iOS app. And what it does, I will explain it later. My teammate is Pratik Kumar, and our group mentors are Son Gupta sir and Rajesh Jan sir. So these are some key points which today I'm gonna discuss on. There will be introduction, objective of our project, what methodology we have used, discussion, and future work, and the conclusion of the project. So for the introduction, this paper is on iOS mobile application, which is developed using Swift programming. So in easy words, if I explain, so what we are doing, we are creating a iOS mobile application, which is gonna work on Apple products mainly. But the focus area is the problem statement of this app is if someone don't have if someone is traveling through any can say any medium, or can say is someone not want to use internet for some time, but he wants to read some articles online, or want to store some web pages on his or her device, then there must be a dedicated app for this. Like there are some services or can some integrated service on some browsers which provide this, but if we want to get a dedicated software, then there are too less options available for this. So we made a iOS application which stores web pages on the local devices, and then you once it gets stored, you can use it anytime with or without internet. So the objective of this iOS application is storing the web page in offline mode without internet. Hello. Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Sorry, sir. My internet got disconnected due to electricity cutout. Can I start again? Hello.
Yes, Dhruv, please restart.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so our objective is to create an iOS application which enable users to store the web pages in offline mode, and then they can use that content with or without internet. Then there must be an question like why we need this. Then I can say like if someone is going for tracking, or can say going for some place where he's not going to access the internet, then he can use our app and store the data which he want to use, and then use it without the internet. So currently we have some alternatives of this application.
Hello, Dhruv.
Yes, sir.
Your PPT is not visible.
One second, sir.
Hello. Hello, Dhruv.
Meeting is being recorded.
Hello, Dhruv.
Sir, yes, sir. It's showing you cannot start share screen while other participant is sharing.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. I think it should be some problem from Dhruv side. So we can conclude after lunch. We can join again for the next session. Okay. Thank you all of you. And please join at a time of 1:30.